Here we go again. Hello and welcome back. This is Runner King, back with another episode of Civilization 6. I'm back playing the game as Shaka the leader because I had a comment that said they wanted to see how I would play the Shaka game instead of how ChatGPT would play it. Remember back my last series was how ChatGPT would play Civ 6. ChatGPT played well, but still made a couple bad decisions that heavily influenced the outcome of the game. I don't think it was the ultimate factor because having the Arabia invasion was a very difficult thing to defend against, and it was a tiny bit my fault, but ChatGPT made a couple questionable mistakes that heavily influenced the outcome of the game, a couple policy card decisions and production decisions. So it's my turn to play the Shaka game and show you how I would do it. And so I loaded up a game here, trying to keep as many of the settings the same as possible. I did change the difficulty to deity because I feel like I can play against the deity AI. I changed the map to an inland sea, and I'll explain why in a second, but everything else here is the same, and I did turn off dramatic ages and secret societies. I feel like having those on was a little too much, and for this game, I only want Barbarian Clans mode and Heroes and Legends. For this game, my idea was that while I show how I would play Shaka leader, I would also try and get as many of the Steam achievements as possible. I went through all the Steam achievements and wrote down all the achievements that I plan to get. Now I have exactly 25% of all Steam achievements. A lot of the ones I don't have are winning with leaders and winning in the various starting eras. So eventually I'm going to play other games where I start in different eras and start with different leaders to try and win. I also found out I had never won with a diplomatic victory, so we're going to have to try that out sometime. But I've gone through all of the Steam achievements and I've written down a bunch that I want to try and accomplish in this game. So the Zulu has their own achievement where I just need to win the game. They also have their own specific achievement where I need to train an Impi Corps in a city with an Akanda. And I think there's something to do with promotions, but we can look at that when we get it. But I've written down a few more generic ones that you can get with any civ. But Shaka being a warlike leader, I tried to get them to be achievements that would be easy or fun to get during this game. So I've kept Heroes and Legends mode on because I want to try and recall a hero 5 times during the game. So I'm going to need a lot of faith during this game. So I'm going to also try and lead a faith-based war game, but I need to accumulate a lot of faith to recall those heroes. Along with that faith, I need to get a warrior monk with 4 promotions. So we're going to have to take the warrior monk religious belief. We've kept Barb Clans mode on because there's an achievement for getting all of the Barb Clan actions inside the Barb Clan. So I'm going to need to generate a fair amount of gold and keep a Barb Clan alive for a long time. But there's a few things I'm going to do with that Barb camp as well. I need to ransom 5 units from a Barb clan. They're in the same game, so I'm going to have to make sure a unit gets captured and then ransom it back, and then probably just going to force get that one by having them capture the unit and then ransoming it back and then recapturing it right away. So it'll probably be pretty easy. We have to airlift a level 3 slinger, so I'm guessing that's a slinger with 3 promotions we have to airlift. It's going to be interesting. We've got to keep a slinger alive until we get the aerodrome and airplane technologies to airlift slingers. It's pretty interesting. As part of our religious war game, we have to have a guru heal 7 units with 1 heal action charge. So we're going to have to get some gurus and have units. But being Shaka, we should be able to get that fairly easy because we're going to be in a constant war. And the last one I'm going to try and get is to be part of a betrayal emergency. So I need to look up exactly what specifically this is. But my understanding is that we have to be friends with someone who starts a war and has an emergency triggered against them. And then we have to join in that emergency, which declares war on our friend. That's how I understand it, but I'll look up exactly, specifically how that works later in the game. So those are the achievements that I want to get in this game. Let's go ahead and jump right in here and see what kind of map we get. The map is an inland sea, so I do need to win a game on an inland sea map. So that's why I specifically chose this map type. But other than that, everything should be exactly the same as it was in the previous series. Standard game speed, standard map size with random leaders. There are a couple opponent leader achievements that I can try and get if they come up. And there's also a couple wonder achievements that I can try and get if they come up inside of our game. So we're going to have to do some exploring to try and find some wonders. One, for example, that we could go for is there's one to do with Jebel Barkal. It's a pretty difficult wonder to get, but we can try for it. Let's go ahead and jump in here now. Alright, here we go. Just looking at our starting position, does not look very good. We have a salt luxury and a citrus luxury. We spawned on a lake. Remember, this is an inland sea map. There's probably just a bunch of these smaller lakes scattered around that we'll settle next to. We have a bunch of hills over here, which is good. Let's see if we can take a look and find where we are. Okay, so just looking at the map, we're at the bottom left corner, which is good. It's unlikely that there's anyone over here, but maybe here or over here. So we have all this space to settle. But it's probably a good chunk of it is tundra. So let's move directly to our west and only a tiny bit to the south. Thinking about our first warrior move, we need to explore the surrounding area quickly. I'm thinking moving onto this hill will reveal as much as we can. There's a desert right next to us. So now thinking about the starting settling position, this is an okay first tile, a 3-1. We'll start working with that and grow fairly quickly. A 2-1-1 is okay. I think settling in place is the best move for now. We will be in range of these mountains soon enough that we can place mines on them. Nothing really significant in terms of farming. We're going to have to get a plantation on the citrus as soon as we can. Nothing really to get for the bonus for that except this wheat, where we can stick a farm for the bonus. Let's just try settling in place and see what we get. For our first production, we're going to queue up a scout. And first research, let's queue up mining for now. That'll prepare us to get this bronze working. Moving our warrior. I'm kind of thinking we do a little skirt around this bottom and maybe see if there's a player over here. And then when the scout comes out, he'll head north. Yep, tundra like I said. I always favor the 2 moves over just the single, and we got a tribal village that we'll hit up. Lots of swamp over here, which is interesting. Lots of food potential. And there's our barbarian enemy for now. So instead of moving south, I'm going to move north, see if we can cut him off. Maybe even skipping out on this tile. Let's hit him once. Move away, and probably moved slightly faster than us. I don't know if he was able to relay the information, if that was close enough. But there's the encampment. There may be another one up there he's moving towards. Okay, so we can hire a spearman from here for 155, which is a lot. We may think about doing this 100 gold, because remember, we have to try and get all 3 actions, plus the ransom the unit. So what we're going to do with the ransom unit is we're going to build a builder and get it down to 1 charge before it gets ransomed. We'll use the first 2 charges. Probably building a mine here. And then not really great farming. We'll have to see what's around with the scout. I'm going to move this here just to see if it moves more north, because there might be another encampment. I don't know what it's doing. It's a bad attack for me, though. I will sneak over and grab this tribal village with the scout. Second production, we're going to grab a slinger in case of invasions and also to prepare for the slinger achievement. I'll move him down and heal back to full. This will probably spawn a unit. Ooh, I'll probably hit this now then. Not a great attack, but we need to kill it. That'll help a lot. Alright, take a turn to heal. So grab that. Ooh, Hercules. It's a great first hero. I doubt anyone's gotten him by now. It's only turn 10. They might have their monuments up, but that's it. Alright, so there's mining. What are we going to queue up? Probably just pottery, because we don't have any boosts yet. Hopefully we can find a natural wonder to get our holy sites going quickly. I'm going to sneak this scout. We'll have him do the loop. Hopefully there's some tribal villages down here in the tundra that we can pick up. There's 2 more units, which is not great. We're just going to keep healing. They can kill themselves on our warrior. Oof, his best. A triple hit is the kills us. Not good. We need to get another. And right before we get discipline, grab God King. And remember that last game, ChatGPT pulled out God King too early. We're going to keep God King in until we get that Pantheon. Wish you would have had discipline plugged in this turn. Okay, so the Slinger's good. We lost our warrior, so I think we're going to have to take 5 turns to get another one. As far as civics go, let's start work on craftsmanship. In Inland Island map, I'm not sure how many actual continents there are. We can take a look on the continent map. We still only have the one. I'm not sure if there's more than that. We're just going to hold off on the slinger for now. The scout can keep moving though. We found another barbarian scout down here, so there's probably another clan down here. I hit it with my scout because we were in a better position. How much does it cost for these? If they start getting close, I might do this one to prevent them from attacking. Let's see if they come to my city.
No man ever wetted clay.
There's pottery. So we need to get another tech. We don't have any boosts for anything. We will probably get horses spawned, and that might be the way to go. Get horses out to try and get a pasture and prep us for archery. So we'll do that. We'll queue up animal husbandry, but if we find a natural wonder or get the boost, we'll switch into astrology and to get holy sites out. Maybe we can even get some barbarian kills. Alright, so there's the barbs coming out now. We're going to have to move our warrior out. I think I'm even going to hit him and then have the slinger finish it off. And there's the boost. Very nice. It looks like they're coming, but I think we should get the monument so that we can get Hercules in. He's a great hero, so we can instantly get our districts up, and he'll give us combat score to fight against these barbarians and any incoming wars. Looks like this scout ran away, which is fine, so we'll just keep moving our scout down here in the south. A different scout, Rock Vulture, Setting Sun, Tiger Fang. They're all from different clans, so there's probably one over here, one down here, and this one. Not great looking for us. Hopefully another civ can clear some of these out. I'm going to hit this. The slinger can't quite reach anything, so I'm just going to have him fortify. And our scout has to move north anyway to get around these mountains. Why'd the slinger go for the city hit? That was kind of stupid. We'll have the slinger hit the slinger, and then have this warrior move through the city to preserve him. I think we're okay. This slinger is getting a ton of XP just by hitting these barbarians. We'll heal our warrior here. So now they have 3 warriors. I should be able to kill each one. Ooh, not quite, but these 2 should kill themselves, and it won't be enough to take the city. There's animal husbandry. Looks like no horses are near us, just this one over here. And we can see another one over here. And we'll keep exploring. It might be worth going for this one early. Let's keep hitting these barbs, though. We should be able to kill them. There's our third kill. Just in time as well. So we'll switch into bronze working. Hopefully we can get Hercules out to get an instant build on our Akanda. That would be cool. New swarm. A new clan. Keep moving for exploration. Instead of promoting, I'm just going to kill this, because that'll give us more XP anyway. Okay, monument's done. I think we're instantly going to go for Hercules. It'll only take 2 turns, and that's very worth it. Ooh. Okay, Genghis Khan. He's warlike and right next to us. We need to delay. Because he's warlike, he's likely going to come straight for us if he finds out where we are. So I think with Hercules, we should be okay, but I'll probably even stop off for another warrior and use this scout to see if there's any incoming armies. I'm actually going to pull this warrior this way. If we can steal this clan, we will. We might hire a warrior, or it might even be better to encourage them to attack Mongolia. Ooh, that would be cool. 260 gold. Let's send him a delegation. Very good. He doesn't have any Diplo favor that we can buy. Grab the promotion. The volley promotion here. And the warrior moved right in so that we can kill him. Very nice. There's Hercules. Very good. Gives us lots of protection. I might move him in the 8 turns that we need to wait anyway, straight towards this barbarian clan, and I may even disperse it. We'll see. For now, I think I'm going to queue up a settler and warrior, but if anything happens, I'll switch into this warrior immediately. I usually like to spend my gold on early builders, so that's where we'll spend our gold. We need 200, so it'll take a few more turns to get there.
The wicked king pursued the lovers Juan and Maria on his swiftest.
So there's the boost for astrology, and that's right next to Mongolia, which is honestly not great for us. If he can settle that, that's a lot of science and production for him. But we'll take the promotion. I'm going to take the faster movement on hills. And we're just going to scout this thing again. We may raid it. See if I can get this scout kill, and then I'll probably start just raiding it. It might be worth moving our slinger that way to help out a bit as well.
Skill without imagination is crap.
Okay, so we don't quite have enough faith yet, so I'm going to leave God King in. We're not really building anything, and we are still fighting a bit. We're not going to need builders, so I'm going to leave that just for now. Swordsman. Ooh, that's super good. That also means someone has swordsman unlocked, which is not good either. We're going to start foreign trade, civic. I don't think we're going to be able to discover a second continent, but if we do, great. We need to push towards this political philosophy. We need to scout Mongolia as best we can as well. Can we sneak in here? We can buy an archer. Still costs 260 for this. So now we just need to watch his army. That's a swordsman. I need to hit that right now.
What did he say?
And if it moves towards my slinger, I need to run with my slinger. Interesting. Didn't even attack at all. I think it's moved this way. Just keep scouting him while we have free roam of his territory. I'm going to move this warrior back. Just sit with my slinger just out of range. I'm going to keep getting bronze working, but we need to get astrology up soon. I almost think it's better to switch into astrology now. Let's spend that 8 turns, get our holy site up. Start getting those great prophet points. We can take a look now. I don't think anyone has claimed a great prophet yet. No, they haven't. No religions have been founded. We aren't making any points. Mongolia is making some, and 2 more players are as well. Ultimately, not the greatest thing ever. Doesn't look like his military is advancing in our direction, which is good. Let's take a turn to heal. We won't quite kill this swordsman, so we can finish it off with the slinger. Yes, good. More XP on the slinger. Hopefully no more barbs spawn there. We're just going to kind of use this scout to keep watching his military. He still doesn't really like us, but it's a good thing we sent that delegation. I would raid this right now for the 30 gold, but I'm going to take a turn to fortify and heal these units in case more units spawn in the next turn or two, because they will for sure spawn when we hit that raid button. There's the inland sea, which is interesting. We could get a city up on it. Okay, good. We got our settler out. And I think it's good that we get a warrior out. It will increase our score, make us look a little scarier. We don't really have anything else for another 4 turns. So we'll spend the 5 turns to get the warrior. I think I'm going to buy a builder right now after I move this settler. But where to settle is a question. I'm thinking we settle over here. I love getting harbors, and it would get the citrus and be in range of the horses. I'm going to move it that direction. We're going to scout up here. I'm thinking we settle on this horses maybe, or here would be good as well, depending on what's up here. I think we're okay from a Mongolian invasion. I'm going to move over here, and good thing I did. We'll take that tribal village, which gave us some era score. We're going to move this scout up just to check this passageway to see if there's an army coming, and we'll send that scout around the sea this way, scouting and meeting other civs. Okay, good. There's our pantheon. Let's see what we can get. Okay, after taking a look here, there's nothing really, none of them really stick out to me as one that we should take. I'd think about taking the Aurora, I think it's called Aurora, for the Tundra bonus. But that's been taken. If we had that one, we could settle down here. There's plenty of woods, which give us, we could stick lumber mills on for a bunch of production. But I think the best one we could take is just Divine Spark. It's a good all-round one. There's nothing really specifically good. It'll just help us get great person points. It'll help us get the profit faster. The God of Craftsmen is okay too. Production and faith from strategic, but I'm not sure we have iron. I would expect iron to spawn on one of these 4 hills. Maybe 5, 6, 7. Maybe we get 2 iron. Is this a hill too? That's another hill. 7 hills? 8 hills. So I'm thinking there might be 2 irons here, which is great. But that still wouldn't sway me from getting the strategic resource. We have this horses here. We'll likely get this horses as well. But we just don't see strategics out there right now. I think Divine Spark will grab, and then we'll get the Holy Site out as fast as we can to pump out some faith. And there's Mysticism boost. Let's move this scout up in to just see if there's any incoming military. Oh boy. Montezuma of the Aztecs. Let's try and get a good relationship with him.
Every nation lives by exchanging.
Okay, there's foreign trade. Let's plug out God King and plug in urban planning. We aren't really fighting barbs. We aren't making naval units. Survey's good. We could plug that in. We aren't really making military units. If someone were coming to attack us, I would say we make that. Montezuma does have a large military, so we might be better to plug that in while we're building a warrior or 2. I might think about getting another slinger as well, just as backup for our slinger achievement that we're going for. Before I forget about it, I'm going to send Montezuma a delegation. Very good. Have anything that we can buy? Can we buy a Diplo favor? We'll do that with quick deals. Yeah, we'll buy both of these Diplo favors. Have it in the bank for us that we can sell to them later. In terms of civics, we're going to go for state workforce or early empire. I'm going to put some turns into early empire because I don't think we're going to get the 6 pop. And I want to see how much the boost will take down once we build the holy site. See how many turns left it will give us for state workforce. They're both warlike, and so they both don't like us. Looks like we went neutral in our relationship status with Genghis Khan, which is good for now. We need to check to see if he's sending an army. I'd like another scout now to scout Montezuma. Okay, so in terms of settling location for a second city, I'd like to get a harbor down next to this crabs. So that would mean settling here, here, or here, or settling on one of these 2. We have a horse in range if we expand. I think settling right where we're at and working this tile for decent production so that we can get that harbor up. We'll get the boost right now as well for coastal settle. I think settling right there is good. Then we can stick another city over here on the coast and one along this lake as well. One on this lake, a couple over here, probably one right here with an aqueduct to these mountains. There's a good lake there. Just some initial settling ideas. So let's throw down our city. There's the boost. I think in here we will queue up a monument for now. That might change depending on what we find up here. Good, we got a delegation from Genghis Khan. I wonder if that means he likes us. With our second warrior now, I'm going to fortify, though I might send it over to this city or send to scout. Let's grab this tribal village. 20 faith. In our capital, I might queue up a trader and buy the builder right now. Let's get this salt up. That'll help with our amenities, because this city's hurting. We could probably plug in the tile buying card to buy this wheat and get a farm triangle down here. 1, 2, 3. That'll have to be as part of the second city, which we can settle down here. Probably right here, because that'll claim this tobacco as well. Another tobacco down there. I want to get this wheat. There's no other real resources to farm to get the boost. Working the best citizens we can. Doesn't look like they're pushing an army towards us, which is really good, because they can see that we're kind of weak. Although I don't
believe in astrology.
The Mayans.
I'm a Sagittarius.
There's astrology. So we'll grab the holy site. One turn in a trader's good. We need to get this holy site down. There's no mountain tiles near us. So to get the boost, we could throw it here and hold on to these two woods for a while. I think that's our best bet for now. And then if we can get the government plaza here, that'll give great adjacency for all the districts around it. I like that idea. So we're going to place it down, and we're going to keep working on the trader. I'm going to actually move this warrior over here. We'll raid this clan right now, get the gold, kill the units that spawn with Hercules and the slinger, and then we'll move Hercules back to build this. We'll keep working on bronze working as well. I know they like cities with large cavalries, or civs that do not compete with him for cavalry. Interesting, so he really likes us. Probably wouldn't be a good thing then to get cavalry. We can keep increasing our relationship status and hopefully become his friend. If he is friendly with us, maybe we can declare a friendship? Yes, good. So he's friends. It's harder to declare wars now. Okay, so it spawned a swordsman. We're just going to have to hit with Hercules. I wonder if it can go over and hit that. I know it can see it. There's the mine and the boost to the wheel. As for our second charge here, I want this to expand to this horses. We could buy that tile. When do we get... Oh, we're getting that card now. Reduce the cost of purchasing a tile by 20%. So in 13 tiles, we'll have that. We'll get 5 pop here in 2 turns. So maybe I will switch into mysticism, because getting the oracle would be great as well. We can throw it up on one of these hills. If something happens, we can change. The era is going to end here in 8 turns, and we're down on era score. We need to... I wonder if we just have to clear this. What I might do then is I'll move this builder over here, get a mine, and hopefully get it captured, so that we can ransom it once before we clear this. There's bronze working, but the oracle just got completed, so there's no point in us working on mysticism right now. Let's switch back to early empire. And we did find a source of iron right next to that city, as well as one here. Not as many as I thought there'd be, but still a good amount. We could move the builder over there as well. How much will it cost to make a builder here? 215. We'll keep that in mind. So this did hit the slinger. We'll attack it with Hercules. This won't quite kill it, so I think I'm going to pull it back because we want to save it. Thinking about technologies now. Archery would be good. Before I get that, I want to get another reserve slinger, just to have it, just in case we lose it. I'm still going for that airlifting slinger achievement. So I think I might go with writing. If I had the boost to irrigation, I'd go for that. But we want to get into currency. So we'll go for writing in preparation for currency. It would also be good to go for sailing to prep for celestial navigation. So move this over and build a mine here. I may just sneak over and get the kill with this slinger. Good. We have to wait 7 more turns. So let's fortify this and fortify you to heal you. Take one more peek in here. Another swordsman. Not great. How much does it cost to buy one? 215. We could tell them to go attack Montezuma for 310. So we could use the Diplo Favor exploit. What you do is you go in here to quick deals. You purchase all this Diplo Favor really cheap, which I'm going to do anyway. But then you can sell it really cheap. And it's an exploit to get gold. And you can do this once per turn. They patched it so you used to be able to do it continuously. So you could get like 1,000 gold on one turn just by buying and selling Diplo Favor. But now you can only buy Diplo Favor from a Civ once per turn. So it's a great way to get gold. And I think I might do it to Montezuma just to try and get some gold out of him. So I'm going to hit this button for a while. Give me a second.
Banana!
Okay, so now we're up to 197 gold. So we'll do that next turn. That might be enough to get us a swordsman or prevent it from attacking. Or maybe we could find one down here that we could go scout out, because we do need to ransom our builder. And that would be a perfect one to do, because we could kind of just control them with Hercules. Hercules needs to deal with this swordsman and then get out of there so we can get our holy site up. So there's a scout to a different clan, the Rock Vulture, and this one's called Setting Sun. So there might be another clan up here. It's like there's a city-state there too. We can pull this in. I don't think the flanking bonus works now. This would kill Hercules. So I'm going to move him out and away. We finished our trader. We have enough population that we can throw down our encampment as well. Putting it next to this strategic over here would be a good idea. I think I'm going to stop and take a 2-turn slinger for now while we have the Agog card plugged in. I'll probably even grab a 2-turn warrior as well to save on the production. I'd like to get open borders, but it's better if I trade open borders with them. 4 more turns. We might be getting a Dark Age here. Let's establish a trade route. Let's throw it into this city, and then we'll go between the capital. There's Cahokia with Beowulf. Beowulf is another great combat hero. Has not been discovered yet. And there's a builder there. I wonder whose it is. We could probably take it next turn with our warrior if it doesn't move too far. So that hit our warrior, which is kind of what I was planning. Let's get Hercules back. I kind of don't want to kill that. I would like the swordsman, and we can buy it this turn if we do the Diplo Favor exploit. Let's go into quick deals and buy Diplo Favor, and then sell it. I wonder if I could buy open borders. And I can't buy the olives. I'll buy that for 1 gold. That'll help with our relationship, and I'll try and do the same thing. Just buy it for 1 gold. Very good. That will make it easier for our scout to move through his borders, and I don't think he can attack us because he's our friend. So we just have to watch out for Montezuma. Can I kill this? I'm gonna try. Not quite. Hopefully I can take that next turn. I think I'm gonna pull back. I'm gonna take this swordsman, which gave us an era score boost, which we needed. That got us out of a Dark Age next era, which is great. And then move it forward to attack this clan. We want to prevent this from flipping as long as we can to try and get all 4 things done from it. Ooh, we can even send it towards Cahokia. We need 310 gold. Let's move this builder in that direction so that hopefully it can get taken. So with this trader now, you could send it over to Mongolia, but it's better that we get the food and production between our two cities. That got us the boost for currency as well, which is great. Let's see if we can move this way. We can't quite attack that. So we'll take the promotion. Battle Cry. I just prefer Battle Cry. It's the best all around. Tortoise is good too, if you know the right situations. Let's attack this. And can you kill it? Yes, very good. Okay. So we're going to fortify and heal that warrior. This swordsman will just come over and watch this encampment, but we want to get this builder taken. Here we go. Using that first charge. He only has 8 turns left. So I'm going to try and get our Ikanda in this one and an Ikanda in this one before he dies. I'll probably get it here and here if I can. I'd need to buy the tiles. So let's do the gold exploit once again. Okay, classical era, and we barely got the normal
Writing
age.
is easy.
There's writing.
Oh yeah.
We probably won't build a campus too early. But we will build one. I'm going to use our gold from this turn to buy this tile and place the Akanda there. Ooh, it gives housing too. That's cool. Put our production into a shrine. We'll move Hercules there and use his charge. There's 4 era score instantly and military training and boost. Thinking about techs, there's an extra warrior. I think we're good for military. This is going to be our backup slinger. So in 2 turns we'll switch out cards. But I think we settler spam after we build the shrine. I might even throw in a holy site prayers. We're making 2 points per turn, so it'll take us 30 turns. And it looks like 1 religion has been founded. I'm kind of wondering if we should take Magnus as our first governor for the provision so that we can settler spam and chop out some of the settlers. Oh, there's the settler card that we could plug in. That means we need a new government to plug it in. Classical era dedication. I wish we would have gotten a golden age or monumentality. We don't quite have the faith for it though. Both of my neighbors are in golden ages, which is not great. We need to keep an eye on Montezuma. We could go free inquiry to keep getting Eurekas. How many realistically could we get? We will probably build a pasture, so there's 1. We'll probably build an iron mine, so there's 2. We could build ancient walls. 3 different specialty districts we could do. There's 3. I could say 4 with ancient walls, I guess. And then possibly kill a unit with a spearman. We'd want that boost anyway. Could get 3 mines, 5, 6, 7. So I'd say probably 7 era score that we could get this era from free inquiry if we take that. We'd probably only get 2 or 3 for monumentality. How much would we get for penbrush and voice for boost to civics? I'm saying maybe 3 maximum from civics. I'm not going to get a religion and convert, so I think we just take free inquiry. It'll probably get us about 7 era score, I'm thinking and hoping. Let's go for sailing, see if we can't lower grow our cities and lower the turn count on that one. Okay, see? There's city-states. Nazca. Okay, I'm going to do the Diplo favor once more this turn. I usually don't do that exploit. It's only because we're playing a fairly difficult deity game. I've found that Shaka's early game is very difficult, and we didn't have very good starting terrain. So I'm only doing that to have a better late game, and because we're going for the achievements.
It was luxuries like air conditioning that
Okay,
brought
there's
down the
early
Roman.
Empire. Let's trade out a Gog. I guess it's the best military card we have right now. Urban planning's good. If we were building settlers or builders, I would say those would be better. I know I said we were going to use land surveyors to purchase tiles, but for now, I'm going to keep... Let's hold off and just see. 5 turns for state workforce. I think we keep urban planning in for 5 more turns. How many turns does Hercules have? 6. I think that's perfect. We're not going to end up using all his charges, which is kind of unfortunate. We'll use Hercules to build an Ikanda in Kalinga. I'm thinking right here, so we'll probably use gold. But for now, I'm going to move Hercules over. He'll heal for a tiny bit. It won't do much because he's going to run out in 6 turns anyway. You completed the monument. We could grab Beowulf in 16 turns. We have a governor promotion, and I think I will take Magnus, plug him into the capital so that we can prep for the settler spam. Maui was claimed by Mongolian Empire, by Genghis Khan. I wish I would have grabbed him. He would have been perfect, and I would have spent the 16 turns trying to get him. We can go for Beowulf here, but I don't think we should go for that quite yet. Once we have the political philosophy and we have the builder card plugged in, I'm going to builder spam. But for now, Kalinga, I guess put 2 turns into Beowulf. Or maybe, let's go Spearman instead. You can start building a Spearman so that when the Ikanda is up, it can get its boost. And we could even pre-build builders as well and just not finish them. I'm not sure if I want to raid this again. I definitely want to just sit on it and heal and possibly take out these scouts. I wonder where this builder's moving to. And I want to get this builder captured so that we can start ransoming. Let's go for archery now. Down to 11 turns on currency. Let's run open borders. That's a good amount of gold from both of those. I'll wait 1 turn. It's up to 65, which kind of sucks. Wait 1 turn, so it'll grow to this one, and then I'll buy the tile next turn. So I think I will do the exploit this turn, and then no more after that.
Liar!
One eternity later.
There's a new continent, finally, after we don't need it. Okay, how much does the tile cost now? 65 still. So I'm going to buy that. We're not going to finish the Spearman. We're going to place the Ikanda. We're going to have Hercules go do it on his last turn. We won't be able to use his last charge, but that's fine.
Have a
There's
happy and
state
engaged
workforce.
work.
We could get some more gold per turn. I think that's a good switch. And I think we switch out urban planning for the settler card now. We start working on currency. This did go down to 6 turns, so maybe we stop off for irrigation quickly. For civics, we could grab mysticism quickly for the envoy, but I think we just start working on political philosophy. Put some turns into it. Hopefully we can find another city-state. We'll promote Magnus with provision. I probably could have plugged in the builder card as well. Chopped out 1 builder and then chopped out 2 settlers. Let's check our religions quick. 4 of the 5 have gone. That's not good. And all great prophets have gone as well. So there went our idea of the religion achievements. We're going to have to wait for the warrior monks, but we can still get the faith to recall heroes. Without having our own religion, though, accumulating faith is a bit more difficult. We're getting 1 faith from the woods, and I'm guessing we're getting 4 more faith from cities. Did I put a turn into this? Dang it. I tried to shift enter. Let's grab the spearman, and then we could possibly build a galley or archer. Build the galley if we need the arrow score. I'm trying to get this builder captured, but the barbarians don't seem to want to capture it. So I think I'll raid this clan next turn. Let this swordsman get 1 more heal in. Hopefully it only spawns another swordsman. Still 50 plus turns until it turns into a city-state. I will buy the Diplo favor. I'm wondering if I should keep selling it, because buying this swordsman would be good. I think I will this turn do the exploit 1 more time.
Money, 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 money.
Okay, so we're up to 95 gold. We finished the spearmen in our second city. We can queue up. I think we start building a galley. That we can pre-build it if we need to. Ooh, there's a galley there. Good thing we scouted. We can try and get a kill with the spearmen to get the boost. Okay, I think I'm going to raid it this turn. Get that 30 gold. It'll spawn at least 1 unit, possibly 2. Hopefully we can get it to take the builder. Okay, there's the swordsman, like we expected. Okay, there went Hercules, and we get his relic. Spawned another swordsman, which is not great for us. Please take the builder. Okay, we're gonna have to run with the swordsman, which is fine. I wish this swordsman would take the builder. These can just keep fortified. Okay, there's irrigation. We can get that citrus online, and we'll go straight into currency. There's political
Politics is the art of
philosophy. So we will take our first government. I honestly think oligarchy's the best in terms of these bonuses. We'd like the unit experience, and then we could use the combat strength. But we need economic slots to plug in our cards. This boost is okay. We don't really need great person points right now. I guess autocracy would be good too. We're not really building wonders, but this +1 to all yields would be great. And all the slots. I guess we'll take autocracy. There isn't like a clear government choice on that one. We'll keep the settler card in. I'm gonna plug in the builder card, and then we're gonna plug in the 2 influence points, but we'll plug in diplomatic league when we're ready to use our envoys. So civics choices, we could grab mysticism quick. I think we should actually grab military tradition. We're not going to get up our outpost, and we should prep for military training. These cards are pretty good. Statue of Zeus could be helpful, and another envoy. But I think we'll go to mysticism after. See if we can delay and try and grab the construction technology. How far away from that are we? Construction's here. After currency, I guess we could go from masonry into construction. We'd have to grab horseback riding, so we need to build a pasture. So that would require a builder. I don't think I found a quarry, so we're just going to have to delay the 10 turns for that as well. We also need to push towards our impy. We can get the 3 different specialty districts. We have 2 right now if we get a campus or commercial hub or theater square. That would count as the last one. Improving sea resources we also need to do. We're getting 1 galley right now. There's our galley with the arrow score. It'll help us protect, and we can explore as well. We'll probably take out that barb galley there. Beowulf is still 16 turns. There's not really great tiles. We need to improve, so let's put some turns into the builder. Ethiopia. Honored to meet you. Let's go friendly terms and see if he can get a delegation. Very good. I will buy Jade, and we can get a favorable gold deal for us. Let's see if we can buy his Diplo favor as well. Yes. He's doing very well. Looks like Montezuma's kind of struggling in the science, but we're falling behind. So it would probably be good to get up a campus or two. We need to get more cities out though, so we're gonna spam settlers. I wish they would take this builder so that I can get it back. Ooh, Sun Wukong. No one's claimed it yet. We need 1,000 faith to recall Hercules, which is gonna take us a long time. We can still get the swordsman if we sell all our gold. Costs 310 to incite. Let's pull back, see if pulling back and out of range, they'll take this builder.
He's being the only one.
Okay, military
who knows
tradition. Do we need to change any policies? We aren't building we are building builders, so it would probably be okay to leave Ilkham in. I wonder if urban planning is better to plug in though. And we pause the builder in our second city. Let's switch out this production for 13 turns on Beowulf or 13 on Sun Wukong. Let's try for Beowulf, see if we can get him. Settler completed in our capital. We queued up another one. How long would it take? 5 turns for a builder or 215 gold. Guess that's okay. We'll grab these other settlers. Nothing really else we need. We could get Apadana for 31 turns. Hanging Gardens. No rivers though. So in terms of next settler position, I think we should put one. This would be a good spot. We could get that salt and sell it to Montezuma. Put a buffer city in. No luxuries up here to claim though. He already has the coffee. There's a coffee, 2 coffee luxuries over here though. So I think we throw up a city here and then the next city over here and keep pushing out to claim this territory. And we can claim these 2 lakes and throw up cities in between. We'll move that direction. That will prevent this one from flipping as well. It'll take 50 turns, but we don't want it to flip. We can keep exploiting it, keep raiding it, keep trying to get all 3. I think we try and get this kill. We didn't quite get it, so we'll try that next turn. Are we finally going to get this builder? Yes. A 1 charge builder. Wonderful. I wonder if we can explore down around here and try and find another encampment to have them capture this unit too.
It's missed.
Okay, so we finished another civic. Don't need to change anything. I think we're good leaving it how it is. There's a swordsman. So I think I might just step back and let our builder there get captured. So there's got to be another encampment down here. The new civics, I don't think we're going to build a wonder, so we'll queue up drama and poetry to try and delay the construction technology. But if we can't get the construction technology quickly, we need to get military training in anyway. We have an envoy to send. I think I'm going to hold it to switch out the card for Diplomatic League. I think we push this scout and keep moving around to the east and around this inland lake. There's a lot of territory and civs to meet. So if we want to stick a city up here and possibly one up here, there's great food but no real luxuries here. Any one of these 6 tiles I think is good. But I think we could throw up a farm triangle here. We could make a desert city and possibly go for a Petra to make these usable tiles. Building the city here will make it a usable tile. We'll get a decent first tile. And we'll probably actually work this tile first, this tile second. I'm liking that idea. And it will claim the salt eventually. We have another farm triangle over here. Just could probably do like a farming zone here. Okay, I'm liking that. Let's throw down the city. 3rd city. And I want you to work this tile to grow quickly. You'll start by getting the monument. You'll probably also need the granary for the food help eventually. Let's try and get the spearman kill. Very good. There's our military tactics boost. Very good. Let's try and get another district up so that we can push to get our impy quickly. Now, we get corps and armies faster. So we get corps at nationalism. That's our main focus this game, is to get that achievement for training an impy corps. I might just start exploring with this builder because we know there's an encampment over here that they can capture it with.
Money.
There we go.
If it does not bring you
That unit's
happiness.
been captured. Trade route. Let's move it over here. And we can explore with our boat. Let's take the boat north to meet the civs up there and around the lake. Start that trade route now. We already have enough era score for a normal age. We still have at least 18 turns until the end of the era, so we're doing pretty good on era score. Try and push for a golden age with our exploration, meeting civs and finding wonders. Ooh, that's not good. We'll probably run from that. Yep, we need to run. Run as fast as you can. Another settler's ready, and another encampment down here. I think I'll go settle this lake next, just to get these 2 coffees sooner. Going to create a natural border with Montezuma. So we just had a unit captured, which is our builder down here. So now this clan has 2 of our units. So we really need to explore it, find it. There's masonry, so we can get walls up. We're pushing to horseback riding. I don't know why. I think we push mathematics. Or stop off for the wheel quick. We have that boosted. See if we can get some more boosts.
Be silent.
Let's take a look at our policies. We can trade out Diplo League right now. I wonder if that's the best choice. 7 turns. No, 10 turns for games and recreation. We'd have to keep it in for 10 turns. We don't really need or can get suzerainty, so I think we just hold off. We keep charismatic leader in for a bit longer. Keep getting influence points. And then when we're ready to send a bunch of envoys, we'll plug in Diplo League. So thinking about settling location, if we want to get our farms up, lots of farms, it would be the border here. So we could settle on either of these 2. That's a great tile. This is a good tile. So settling here would be good. It would take longer to get this coffee though. So, okay, so I've had to think here, and I've thrown down a few tacks here. I think we're going to take this settle spot so that we can throw up a city here to prevent this pass. I'm not sure if there's a mountain there, but if not, we can move this tack down to this tile, and that would be a great campus or holy site spot if these are mountains, just to get the adjacency. If not, we can throw it here or here or here. They're all great spaces for campuses and holy sites. So we'll settle here or here, depending on which is better. And then I think over here to try and sweep some of this rainforest, and hopefully there's a luxury down here that we can nab. It is in the desert, so we'll throw up some mines, and it has a oasis for food, and we'll probably have to put down some farms. A great farm triangle right there. That's hills, so it would take a while to get the farm online, but with this rice we can get some farms going, and then we can even throw a city over here to claim all this iron eventually. That's pretty far in the future. So for now, let's move this here. We need to increase our science and culture. We're falling too far behind. So we need to get campuses and theater squares up. We need to get our government plaza up.
Emotional damage.
Okay, so I've done a bunch of city planning and map planning with placing down a ton of tacks here. So this is the farming triangle, farming zone that I was kind of thinking of, utilizing these wheats and the farming adjacencies to maximize the farm adjacency when we get feudalism. A bunch of mines around in this area, using the hills and on the salt, using the iron strategic resource. This would have been a great place for an industrial zone with all these mines surrounding it and with the strategic. But this industrial zone is just as good. I planned out the zone here that I'm thinking about. We're going to need the government plaza, and I'd like it to be built in the capital soon-ish. In fact, I might think about switching out this settler. We need to get it to 7 population, so building the granary instead to get extra housing. The barracks has housing as well that we could get to hold up on this settler. We can throw up this city, which I placed the tack on for there, and it hopefully will expand to grab this coffee here soon. But it has plenty of food and production, especially once we get these farms up. It should do pretty well. We should be able to chase down this swordsman. We'll probably buy another swordsman here soon, as well as we need to deal with this encampment. We can buy a 215 swordsman. Do they know? They don't know any other civs, so give it a bit of time. They might meet Mongolia, and we might incite this one instead. Once this city is settled, though, this one can't be converted into a city-state. It is getting there soon, so hopefully we can prevent that. I planned out an industrial zone with an aqueduct and a city over here. It's not the greatest location for a city. I wish it had some sort of fresh water. It doesn't seem like there's many rivers on this map. I've only seen one up here and then one in the Mongolian Empire. So they got kind of lucky with a river. I wish there was a river. It would be perfect from this into the ocean to place a city next to. And we could put more commercial hubs out. But for now, we're going to have to just deal with this one. It's not going to have great housing. But we can build up some farms and infrastructure that'll give it some more housing to get it going. The industrial zone will have to come out of this city because we're planning to put the government plaza in the capital, and then the capital will probably get this campus a little later on. It already has the holy site and Ikanda, so we only really want to plan 4 districts in any city, especially until we get these farms up to give it more housing. And we could throw down neighborhoods right here once we get there as well. A neighborhood here wouldn't be too bad. The appeal from the mine might hurt it, but with the lake it should be okay. The appeal is at 0. Somehow the appeal here is 2, as well as here. I don't know if farms increase or decrease the appeal. Chopping the woods would probably decrease it though. So we may want to plant woods next to it. But that's all in due time. That will take some time to get there. But I'm going to call that the end of the episode. There's lots we need to do, lots upcoming in the future. We have 4 cities up, or we will have 4 cities up next turn. We need to start getting our builders captured and reclaimed. We have to get it 5 times. I'll double check in between episodes if it needs to be from the same clan or if it's just 5 times in any game. I know that all 4 actions have to come from the same clan, so we've done one here. We could try and do the rest here. Incite it to attack Cahokia, prevent it from attacking us, and try and get it to capture a builder or a settler even to ransom it. But we have this Barb clan as backup, and I know there's one round in here somewhere also that took one of our builders that we can ransom back as well. I planned a couple cities this way to claim some of the area. There's plenty of rainforest and food over here. I'm thinking in the future, if the Petra hasn't gone yet, this would be a great place for the Petra, some Petra Hills. It has an oasis and some jungles up here to give it some food, and lots of hills to give it some production. Then we can even come over here to get all this iron eventually if we need it as well. There's lots of space down here that we can keep settling, so I want to get my government plaza up to get the settler building in before I settle more. I'll settle this city next turn, but I'm switching over to the granary to get it food and housing, and hopefully we can even get the barracks in here soon to get it more housing, to get it up to 7 population and place the government plaza. We need to increase this one a lot, and we need to get some builders in here. We can chop out right here to chop a builder to get these farms in. That will help it with housing. We can throw down this aqueduct here soon, and once we get the tech, that should help it with housing. And then we should be good to continue on. I'm looking forward to the rest of this game. Seems to be going well. No early wars. And we have some more cities up here as well that I've planned out. None of these tacks are set in stone, as well as these ones. We could change them around as needed. Change these city locations as well. We have gotten through the first stage of our game. We're about to get our 4th city on turn 82. So we've caught up in terms of city amounts, but we need to start increasing our yields, our science, culture, increasing our gold. We can increase our military score. That's going to come by throwing down lots of these improvements with builders. So we can prep and keep building farms to try and get the feudalism boost, and then the 2 extra builders. And that will officially end our early game phase. So we're going to try and get a bunch of these farms in and a bunch of these farms in to get that boost. We can get 1, 2, 3. We can get all 4 of these farms in, as well as pretty much all of these farms. So lots of builders incoming with builder charges. Hopefully we can get our builders back to keep those going. I'll produce a granary. I'm going to queue up a barracks and another builder in this city. Probably builder in between, just so that it can get out. But we're going to pause our settler production. I'll queue that up just to remember we have it. We can build ancient walls for that boost. How much longer do we have left? 10 turns left on the era. We can get 40 era score. So we can try pushing for that. I feel like there's a lot of boosts we can still get. We can get another galley. We can possibly get 2 sea resources. We'll for sure build a pasture. For sure build an iron mine. We can try and get up ancient walls. We'll for sure get the 3rd district type. 3 total mines. Try to get 3 archers. Don't know if we can get that one. But there's lots of boosts we can get in this era to hopefully get us up to that 40. We need 14 more era score. Probably get about 7, and then hopefully we can get some cities out, population increasing, to get an exploration to get those last era score to push for that golden age in the next 10 turns. So I'm going to leave that episode here. It was probably a long one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.